All right, when working in commercial industrial roofing, there's certain things that anybody knows. One of the biggest things is called common sense. Let's just start with common sense. From a common sense standpoint, if a roof is too slippery or wet, the only reason we would ever be on it is because we have to cover something, right? It's an emergency or something like that. We wouldn't just go on any roof, especially a steep roof, slippery roof, without protection harnesses, etc., or a lift. Maybe we'd be working out of a cage or a man lift, like a boom telehandler with a lift cage on it, or a man lift or a harness in a case like that. So let's remember that is safety first. We always need people to go home to their families. We cannot exchange money for lives. That's not our point. That's not why we are in business. So in this stance, let's just say, hey, here's the deal. We're going to practice safety. We're going to be practical. There might be a case where, okay, well, this guy here is not the right fit for this roof. That happens. I understand that 120%. If that's the case, then we need to figure something out. We need to evaluate. I expect that in such a case that I would have a higher labor fee than if it were just a flat roof or something like that. When we're walking around, we're in a big factory. We need to watch where we walk. We could walk into a machine. We could walk into, if they had a hole in the floor, if they have their mop signs up, if they have their yellow tape up or something, we need to be aware of that. So safety first, every time, every day, regardless. Safety will be first. If it's not safe and someone's not comfortable, we have to figure it out. So, in more common sense standpoints, at the end of the day, we want our job sites looking clean. I'm not saying that there never ever will be a case, but we don't want that there's a case of we worked so late and we still wouldn't leave it a disaster, right? We'd still clean up for the most part. So clean job sites, friendly, where they're not trash all over the place, even though, well, we overlooked this or we overlooked that. Well, we need to look into it. We can't overlook that. We gotta stress that so we're not overlooking that. Okay, so cleanliness, safety, then safety, we have safety glasses, we have safety vests, we have hard hats, we have harnesses. If we are needing something, speak to the project manager, speak to myself, safety, cleanliness. Then obviously we sometimes have trash dumpsters, sometimes we have a scrap metal area, and we want to keep metal with metal and trash with trash, and evaluate if it's worth keeping, etc. Sometimes we say, hey, for what we're doing, we're gonna have to just put it in the dumpster and keep moving, because sorry about that. Anyway, let's move on to some other key areas. Cigarettes, vapes, not in company vehicles. If you roll your window down and you vape, that's one thing, but just vaping with the windows up, no cigarettes ever. Not tolerable. Also, when you're on a job, be very conscious of where you're smoking, vaping, etc. It's basically, we know what it is. It's a bad habit. If someone wants to quit, they can, and if they can, they will. So be mindful of those things. No alcohol on jobs. I would prefer to say no soda on jobs, even though I won't, because that is tolerant. But we do supply bottled water, spring water, every day, all year long. We have it in stock all the time. If we don't, some foreman will have a card to purchase it. It's healthier for you. It makes you feel better, and it makes your production better. And we purchase it as a company. Let's think what else we could talk about. Lunch times, we don't stop the clock, and lunch times are not meant to be an hour. They're meant to be 30 minutes, give or take. Am I saying that you can't ever take an hour? No, I'm not saying that. But there is no time stopping when we're on lunch, so let's be mindful of that, and that would go a long ways. It would be very appreciative of myself, because when I come out to a job, you guys commonly know that sometimes I buy lunch, sometimes I'm in a hurry, but I like to take the time to eat lunch with you guys. And breaks, especially on a tear-off job, I would encourage at least forenoon breaks. Not against having breaks. That's why lunch should be kept more to a 30-minute deal if you're taking breaks. Lunch could be something similar. You could have 15 minutes and 20 or 30-minute lunch and another break if you needed. So, all that being said, all right, to continue. So we talked about lunch breaks, we talked about safety, we talked about cigarettes. Let's talk a little bit about culture. So we like culture to be about Jesus. If we have someone that is a devil worshiper or anything like that, I'm here to tell you right now, we will be talking to you, and if you have a lot of profanity in your life, I am not saying that you will never cuss on the job, because you probably will at some point. Maybe you won't, and that's great. I like examples. So what I'm talking about is common profanity of just that, and lying and cheating and swearing and all kinds of stuff. That's not our culture. Our culture is Jesus, and we want to talk about Jesus, and we want to talk about the gospel. So it's not scary. It should not be intimidating. It should be what you want. Because we go off script a lot. No, I don't mean on this video. I mean, we do go to top golfing places. There's times that I pay him to go, and there's times that I don't pay. There's bonuses being paid, and you will get raises according to your performance and or ideas. And if you're a great person to put in marketing for like door knocking, cold calling, etc., you will be rewarded for that. It will not be on one day performance. It will probably be more like on a weekly or monthly performance. So it is to encourage you to go out there and fight for it. And we are not afraid to pay a lot, and we are not afraid to pay a lot of bonuses. So yeah, our company culture, Jesus is at the center of the helm. We like to make profit, and we like to help people. So generally speaking, this is my video of introducing you to our roofing company, and I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, you will have my number. This will not be an onboarding process that you will never meet me. You will probably meet me frequently rather than never, and you will soon be able to tell if you like to fit in with us or if you don't like to. We are not offended. So may God bless you in your journey with us, or if your journey isn't with us, we still want him to bless you, because we are all blessed because of his son. His name is Jesus. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to meeting you.